Well, good morning. We're on another rock rescue mission. We're just north of Escobares, Texas, near Roma, on a ranch we've been to before. I didn't have a lot of high hopes of being here today, but we've done pretty well. It was misty and wet this morning, so that's a good time to go rock hunting as far as I'm concerned, because everything shows up. All the color, all the pattern. So we've picked up a couple of pretty nice things here, like this one. Thank goodness it was chipped, or I might not have even seen that it has all those nice fern in there. So I'm not sure if that'll be a night light or what it is. I try to decide when I'm picking something up what I'm going to do with it. This one's just an interesting color. We don't find a lot of this mauve or whatever you actually call that. That one's just a pretty stone, a little breccia mixed in. This one, the color looks like it's going to be bad, but the pattern looks like it's got ferns in it, and that's a pretty unusual pattern. So I'm anxious to get that opened up. This one, I don't know about it. Looks like a ribbon stone, but it's a real dark ribbon stone. May have some really nice highlights in that, so we'll see. This one, I don't know what that is, but it's got some pretty obvious coloring, stripes, crosses over. Pretty good. This one I grabbed just because of the color in the darn thing. That will probably be oil lamps or something like that. Doesn't have a lot of quartz in it. This one is just maybe a nice decorator stone. I don't know, it's awfully rough. And this kind of yellow looking one down here, it may be a desk clock. That's pretty unusual. Looks like it's got a lot of quartz in it. It's going to be really nice and hard. This one, I grabbed it because of the pattern that was in it. It looks like it may make some really nice night lights. You know, it's got some nice dimples in the bottom. Okay, we're doing pretty well here. We'll keep plugging on. Catch up with you later. Well, we dropped off that first batch at the truck. It got heavy enough. And sure enough, this has been it's gone from good to downright excellent. You know, I mentioned because it was wet out here, that makes for really good rock reading. You can tell what something is very easily. So we've continued to pick up some things. That'll probably be some pretty nice decorative night lights for the Etsy shop, Treasures of Stone. This one, an old guy always told me to look for potatoes, and I think he was talking about these eyes that are in the stone that very occasionally, very unusually, you'll get a saginite pattern out of that. I haven't found any of that, but he says it's out here, so we're still looking. Another one, yeah, that'll probably be night lights. And then I found some petrified palm wood. Don't find a lot of that out here. I've got 3 pieces now. When I picked them up, it was 2. I dropped one of them, and suddenly I've got 3. But that's okay. It was a weak spot, and it would show up as soon as I started working on it. There's the other piece of it. Looks like it's going to be a nice light color. Too often, it's a real dark color and not too nice. You can really see the straw pattern in that, and the ends of the straw, if you look very closely. Petrified palm wood, and a piece of petrified shell. I don't know. I made a couple of pretty nice business card holders and things like that once upon a time. So. I got it anyway. This is another piece of pretty nice colored breccia, so that's not bad. And maybe just a pretty pattern. I made some buckles out of a stone for buckles out of a rock like this one time, and it turned out great. And then I ran onto this thing. this is a huge piece of petrified wood. So I hope I'm going to take it back to the truck. It's pretty big. It's going to be heavy, so I think we'll get it back. But it's going to make some really nice big clocks for the Etsy shop. Okay, so we've done very well. I'm glad you came on the rock hunt today, and we'll do it again.